So first and foremost, I'm not a dating expert. I'm not even that good with girls. So I'm gonna so guys, take my advice with a grain of salt. I'm not trying to put out pickup advice. I'm doing this to analyze this myself and try to understand the female mind because I want to get the right woman, and I feel like I need to understand the female mind a little better in an emotional context versus a logical context. So I'm trying to understand the emotional side of women and the subconscious side. So the thing is, it's true. A lot of these standards that women are putting out, they're not lying. Here's the thing. These standards are real. They actually believe in these standards. This is the fact. This is what they say they actually believe. But what they do is something else because their subconscious is because we have to realize that all of our brains, the human brain, female, it doesn't matter, male, we have two sides of our brain. We have the subconscious and the cortex, or we can call it, the subconscious would be either the limbic system. So for instance, if we're trying to understand the brain, female, like men, we are attracted to power and masculine traits. No matter what, here's the thing. Everyone keeps trying to change the genders and it gets really confusing. But the thing is that one thing that doesn't change is the fact of the matter is that the subconscious never changes. What the subconscious wants, it wants. When you feel hungry, the subconscious will get what it wants eventually. Think of it this way. The limbic system is very powerful. And what my theory is about the female limbic system is that they have a mixture of the survival needs and they adapt to whatever society is. So the standard that has been getting frustrating for men, and the reason I think the ratio is so off is because of the internet. The internet also distorts reality. We need to also remember that. The internet has distorted our reality a little bit. We don't know what's real. We don't know what's true. Has it always been like this? The dating game was never like this before because there was no internet. The fact is, guys, it is harder to date. It is harder. And the standards have gone up for women, and they've actually gone down for men. And why is that? Men have become more thirsty because we have all this access to all this stimuli, such as PMO. If you put it together more than, if we put together the matrix, as I like to call it, we have PMO. That's one section of the matrix, and that's already a terrible section. That alone is the step one to defeating this lust demon. Two is the part of the internet that is also PMO. I call it the PMO, the subtle PMO. That'd be like Instagram, Facebook, Tinder. That would be the less subtle ones, but you see Instagram and on the internet, women will be going for attention and validation. Now, I believe this is women's addiction more than PMO. I feel like men have their addiction. We have this addiction to a fantasy about a woman. Well, women have this obsession, this addiction to validation. I mean, men can fall for it too, but it's more like the validation is one of the reasons that the PMO exists in the first place. If men didn't over-validate women, this is why I'm saying that women are extremely overvalued. And I'm not saying that to hurt women. I'm just saying it as a fact. It is a fact. Women are just extremely, extremely overvalued in the sense of we've become very matriarchal towards our way of thinking. It's why men are becoming more emasculated and the standards are going up for women while they're going down for men, and men are becoming more feminine while women are becoming more masculine. Now, where does the male, the so-called alpha come in this area? So I watched a video about the concept of alphaness. Honestly, the term really makes me cringe. I really hate the term alpha and beta because it's really confusing. Well, let's put it this way: the beta is more feminine. But here's the thing: But the weird thing about betas, I'm realizing as a person who's probably been a beta male a lot of his life, or the feminine energy comes from an excessive amount of masculine energy. See, everything in life is balance, and if you get too much masculine energy, you become beta. It's weird. That's one thing I'm realizing. It's like the opposite effect. You'd think more masculine energy, more testosterone would make you more alpha. But if you're so into the red pill space, you become like this really beta masculine weird creature where everything is about materialism. Now, in my opinion, you need resources. You need some wealth in general to have a family. Like, it's just to give the family the life you want, you have to have some material wealth. Flat out. Like, that's, especially in this day and age, it's like, that's a whole nother video. But the fact is, guys, we have to balance our energy. Like, it's okay, I think, to have a little bit of feminine energy, you just need to control it. Vice versa. You need to have a lot of mess. We need to control our masculine energy, because when we don't have control of our energy and our emotions, that's when we're more beta. Calm, grounded. It's okay to have like a little bit of feminine energy in terms of calmness. Now, we don't want when the feminine energy, we see the negative side of feminine energy when men are becoming all whiny, little, like little pussies. That's feminine energy, but too much feminine energy. Vice versa. For instance, on seed retention, I tend to get very angry. That's beta because I don't have control of it. Having control is what is alpha. I'm realizing. Control of your sexual energy, having control of your mind, having control of all your resources. Just control and just slowing down sometimes. Because sometimes in life we need to slow the fuck down. We aren't slowing down enough. We live in this world where everything's got to be like at 100 miles an hour. We need to ground ourselves, Anyway, just some thoughts. Peace.